Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be taking you on a little tour to my top drawers, my little vanity table here. I recently did a declutter slash cleanup video for the new year, and I said in that video that if you guys would like to see a top drawer tour, I would definitely do that for you. And by checking the comments, a lot of you guys wanted to see it. So here I am to give you a tour to my top drawers. So this vanity table is where I do my makeup, and then I do have separate storage for my makeup. So anything that I put in here is products that are my go-to that I just need like on hand quickly. So I'm going to take you on a little tour. It's going to be pretty in-depth. I'm going to go into each product and everything like that. So with that being said, if you guys are curious to see what is in my top drawer for 2022, then please continue watching. So we're going to start to my left. I have 3 drawers in total on my vanity. So this is the first one. If you're curious about my table, it is from Target. I live in New Zealand, so I don't know if it's different in the US. I'll leave a link down below if it's still available. And also for these containers, these clear containers, I got them from Daiso. At my Daiso, they don't have these anymore, but you can just get clear containers from Daiso. I got these like years and years ago, and I think they discontinued them, but yeah, this is the first drawer where I like to keep a lot of my base products. So here I have my primers, my concealers, my foundations. I have some concealers, some powder here, some powders and some blush sticks, as you can see, and then everything in here are all cheap. So these compartments here are not necessarily like my top favorites. It's just where I store my primers and foundations and concealers, because this is all I have. This is all the foundation and primers and concealers I have. I don't have a lot. I don't like to keep a lot just because they do go bad. I'm scared it's gonna break me out, so I do just keep a handful. But for example, my blushes, I do have some more in my storage, but these are like my top favorites. So let's just start off with primers. So I do have some sponges here. The first primer we have is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I got the mini size, and then I also have the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer as well. And then this one here is the Mecca Max Off Duty Blur Stick. And the last primer I have is from Pixi. It's their Brightening Perfector. So currently just have these 4 primers in my collection. Obviously I do have some in my project pan as well, but we'll move into this little one here, which are my concealers. So of course I have my favorite, the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I also have a corrector here. This one is from Pixi Beauty. It's their Under Eye Brightening Concealer Corrector. I have these 2 concealers from Laura Mercier. So I did get sent PR from Laura Mercier, but I realized that they are in the gray zone for their cruelty-free status. So I do have some products that I used, and since I use them, I just want to use them. But I don't use these 2 products too often, but they're really nice like peachy shades that are good for correcting. So I have this one, which is the Flawless Fusion Concealer, and then this one is the Secret Camouflage Corrector Duo, which is like a stick. So one is for correcting and one is for brightening. So I have these 2 from Laura Mercier. I also have these 2 concealers from ColourPop. It's their Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. So the 2 shades I have, this one here is Light 45, and then this one is Dark 180N. So I did finish up one concealer, and then I have this one as I opened it, and then I use this one for bronzer. I don't really use this one for bronzer as much these days, but these are the 2 that I have in my collection. And the last concealer is from Kosas, which is their Revealer Concealer, and I wear the shade 3.20, and these are all my concealers. And a lot of them are correctors, and I do have one more here that I guess I'll show you first. So this one is the NYX Cosmetics Color Correcting Concealer Palette. It just doesn't really fit in here, so I just keep it here. Then let's move into like my foundations. These are all the foundations I have, obviously not counting my Project Pan one. So I first have the M Cosmetics Daydream Cushion. Then I also have the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Nourishing Foundation, which is actually not a favorite of mine. I'm just gonna try and use it up by mixing it with other products, but it's what I have. And then I of course have my tried and true ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. Mine is almost finished. And then this is the BB cream from Perudo. It's their Cica Clearing BB cream. I wear the shade number 23 Natural Beige. And the last foundation I have in my collection is from Hourglass. So this is the Vanish Stick foundation, which I used to love. I have it in the shade Sand, and I don't use this anymore, but I keep it because it's expensive. It's just the shade is just way too dark for me. Like, I cannot pull the shade off anymore. I used to be so much more tanned back in the day. Maybe mix some together so I can use them. So yeah, those were the foundations I have in my collection. Definitely not a lot, I feel. I think I do a pretty good job of maintaining that. But then here I have some powders. So the first one here, this one is from Essence. It's their All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. The lid broke, but as you can see, there's a huge pen on that. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. Once I finish this powder, I'm gonna move into this one. I just like to finish one thing and then move on to the other. But this is a really nice blurring powder pack. As you can see, I did actually, maybe you can't see that, but I did use this one quite a lot. And then I have my beloved Eclipse Blur Powder Pack that I use like literally every single day. This is what it looks like, my favorite. And then I also have this one from Can. I believe Can is cruelty free, or according to YesStyle it is, but the packaging is so pretty. Like, look at this. I also have their sunscreen that I haven't used yet, but this is also like a blurring powder as well. It's so cute. I usually keep this one in my handbag. And then let's move into this like back drawer here, which is like a little random. So I keep some blushes that we'll talk about later. So I have some extra powders. So these are like loose powders. So this one is the e.l.f. Glow Setting Powder. Probably will use this one next after I finish my current loose powder. And this one is the Bare Minerals Loose Powder Foundation. The shade I have for this is Golden Medium W20, which I feel like is a little too dark. And for me, this formulation is just a little bit glowy. But yeah, I mean, I definitely want to use those up, but I don't use them too often, so I keep them back there. And then I just have one product all the way back here. Let me try and grab it. This one is from Hemish. There's no English on it, but it's like a powder. It's like a touch-up powder that I do keep in my handbag from time to time as well. It just depends, but I keep that one there. And then I had these 2-stick blushes or bronzers. So this one is from Stila. This is their Complete Harmony Lip and Cheek Stick, and I have it in the shade Shea Gabera. It's a really nice peachy color. Sorry if I'm not in focus all the time. I film alone and my camera is like always focusing on something else, but hopefully you guys get the idea of what is in here. And then I also have the M Cosmetics like contour stick, which is in the shade Terra. I keep this in here, but I don't use it that often, but when I do feel like cream contour bronzer, I will always go for this. And then here is the fun part. This is like mainly all of like my blushes that I love. So of course I have my Too Faced heart-shaped blushes. I absolutely love this. This one is in the shade California Love, and then this one is I Will Always Love You. It's so pretty. Love these. Always gonna have them on hand. Also have my other favorite blush from ColourPop. This one is in the shade Kiss and Tell. I use this so much. I love it very, very dearly. Love my heart-shaped blushes. I have the Tower 28 Beach Please tint and Magic Hour, another favorite of mine. This one is from Winky Lux. A lot of these I did mention in my 2021 yearly favorites. So this one is Winky Lux. It's their Cheeky Rose blushes. This is in the shade Dodgy. Isn't it so pretty? I also have my other M Cosmetics. This one is the blush stick. I have mine in the shade Pearl Tea. I need to use this more often as well. It's super, super pretty. And then at the back, I have my favorite Super Shock cheek products from ColourPop. This one is Grow Flirt. This is Lunch Money. I always keep Lunch Money with me. Probably a little bit dried out to be honest, but still love them. And then all three products here, these are from M Cosmetics. Oops, I usually keep another one that I actually used today. Let me grab it. So I keep all these four here. These are from M Cosmetics. So these three are her Heaven's Glow blushes. So I have all three shades. This one is Magic Hour. This one is Venetian Rose, which is the one that I used today on my cheeks. And the one I use the most is definitely Faded Clementine. It's so pretty. And then it's in the same packaging, but this is her Sunscape highlighter. I have mine in Clarity. Oh, look at that. Isn't it just so beautiful? It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Love these. And then the last two products, I have the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics Luminous Rouge Loose Powder Blush in the shade Love of My Life. I'm not gonna open it because it's gonna get dirty, but yeah, this is the color. It's in bright orange. And then lastly, I have one bronzer in here, which is my Ilia Nightlight bronzer in the shade Novelty. And there we go, that's the first drawer. Alright, and onto the second drawer, which is right in the middle. I have a lot of my eye products and then all of my lip products. And I know I just cleaned this recently, but it honestly has gotten so messy already. So first up, I have the single eyeshadow. It's from NYX Cosmetics. It's their Primal Colors, which I'm pretty sure is discontinued, but this is the matte black eyeshadow that I use all the time to smoke out my wing. So when I say I'm taking a matte black eyeshadow to smoke out my wing, it's this shadow. And as you can see, I've hit pan on this. I've had this for like, I think maybe 4 years now. Like, I use it all the time. It's such a good black. I'm just gonna pick what I see. So this next palette is from Eclipse. It's their From Rosy Color Fit eye palette. It's so pretty, has 3 mattes, 1 shimmer, my perfect ratio. It's a really nice everyday natural palette, so I keep this on my top drawer all the time. Another goodie one, this one is from Unleashia. It's the Tap Me palette duo. So we have a blush or an eyeshadow and then the pressed glitter, which is this is the pressed glitter that I use the most often. I love both of these, it's so convenient. Absolutely love it. I also have my Magic Hour palette from M Cosmetics. It's just another go-to palette. So as you can see in my top drawer, I don't keep all of like my favorite palettes. I keep a lot of my favorite mini palettes that will fit in here, and this is one of them. I love this palette so much. Like, look at these pinks, it's so pretty. And then another palette I have in here is also from Unleashia. This is their Get Jeweled palette in Gemmy Beam, and this one's super pretty as well. 2 mattes, 1 metallic, 1 glitter. Good ratio. I have another single eyeshadow. This one is from Urban Decay. It's their Moondust eyeshadow. I have mine in Space Cowboy. If you just want a pretty, like, light, glittery, sparkly topper, this is definitely the shadow for you. I've had this for so long now. It's my favorite. Love it. I have a Super Shock shadow in here that I actually don't use so often, but I always think, oh, there might be a day where I'm gonna use it. But this is Waddles. It's a really nice, like, mauve-y all over lid shade. It has like satin sheen to it. It's really pretty all over the eyes, so that's why I keep it in here. Another eyeshadow palette, I use this one so much. This is a quad from Colourpop. It's in the shade Cream Soda. I mainly use these 2 shades here just to wash all over my lids, but as you can see, it's so fragile. So I'm gonna keep that closed. This one is called Rainbow Sprinkles, which is all just like pressed glitters. I recently added this into my top drawer just because I have fallen in love with glitters now, and this is just so pretty. You have different undertones of glitters, so I love that. Then I have this little contour shade here. Maybe it shouldn't be in this drawer, but this one's from Eclipse. It's their slim fitting shading contour, and I use this for my nose contour sometimes, but I'm focusing on my Project Pan one. But I also, like, if I want to do like a soft A-girl style, then I'll use this, and I just keep in here for convenience. And then another single shadow. This one's from M Cosmetics. It's their Cosmic Pearl eyeshadow. I have mine in the shade Luna. It's seriously my favorite inner corner highlight. That's what I mainly use it for. Like, should I just do a swatch for you, because it is just so satisfying. Like, oh my goodness, look at that. That is intense, guys. That is intense. And then I have this little mini here from Ilia. It's the Chromatic Liquid to Powder Eye Tint. This is Frisco. This is a nice, like, all over color as well that I really like. So I keep that in here, and it's a mini, so it doesn't take up too much space. Then this is my favorite. I actually have 2 here, which I'll show you. So this is the e.l.f. Cosmetics No Budge Shadow Stick. This one here is called Champagne Crystals, which is a little bit deeper. Just a little bit deeper. And then this one is Perfect Pearl, which is a little bit lighter and a little bit more golden, which is the one that I use the most often. Love these products so much. Also from e.l.f. I have, what are these? Liquid glitters. I don't use these as much anymore, but I keep them just on hand. This one is 30 Birdie. Kind of reminds me of like the Steeler ones, which I've actually never used before. And then this one is called Disco Queen. that one is Disco Queen. Very, very pretty. And then we should move into here, which are a lot of like mascaras, eyeliners, so I don't really know where to go. Let's start off with just these, my eyelash curler. I got both of these off eBay or somewhere, I don't know, I've had these for so long. I actually ordered a new eyelash curler from YesStyle, so that was about time. Actually, I'm just gonna put some back. Clean as we go, guys. This is also from ColourPop. It's their Feather Effect Brow Pencil. I have mine in brown black. So I don't use this for my brows because I cannot draw on brow hairs. I've actually been using this to draw on my lower lashes. Then I have my Freckle pens from ColourPop, which I've actually grown to really love. I use dark brown a lot, but I'm glad to have this because I just like to use this to draw my beauty spots. It's not good for freckles, but it's good for beauty spots. And then I have this guy here. This is ColourPop Liquid Liner in Grande, which is their brown. Oh, this is dried out. Yeah, this is dried out. I'm gonna declutter that. And then we have the Kat Von D Dazzle Stick. This is in the shade Pale Surge, and I got this in my Boxy Charm. It is super glittery and metallic, and it's in a stick form there. Quite similar to the M Cosmetics one, actually. I got my Kosas Airbrow Brow Gel. You guys know how much I love that. Have my Stila Stay All Day Dual Ended Eyeliner. So on one end, there's a mini micro tip. And then on the other end, you have the regular tip. So you can be quite precise with this eyeliner. And then these are my favorite, M Cosmetics Brush Tip Eyeliner. I have it both in black and brown. This guy here, this is the ColourPop like wax soap thing. Honestly, I only use this when like I've taken all my makeup off and I just want to play around with makeup. I love pushing my brow hairs up for fun, but I don't like how they look. But I keep it in here because I don't have anywhere else to store it. Got some primers here. This one is from P. Louise, the iconic P. Louise base, and then also the NYX glitter primers. I don't use these as much, but they do come in handy when there's a time and place for those. My absolute favorite product, this one here, is from Unleashed. It's a glitter stick in Flutter. I have not stopped talking about this. Oh my gosh, I have used a lot. It is such a pretty glitter stick, literally. The base is very metallic, but you get a lot of micro glitter, so I love it for that. This is my favorite dark brown eyeliner, which it is discontinued. I think the whole brand is like completely gone. It's from Odyssey In. It's in the shade Coffee. Look at that pigment, it's so smooth, it stays in your waterline. It's so good. And then the last brow gel I have, this one is from M Cosmetics. It's the brow cream. I absolutely love this like skinny wand here. My favorite. And then look how many mascaras I have, guys. Usually like I wouldn't have this many mascaras. I would only open like 2 or just 1 and then go through them, but look, I have too many. Okay, this one's from CoverGirl Lash Blast Clean. Don't really love this. My absolute favorite one, this one is from Hemish. Then I have all 3 of the ColourPop Level Up mascaras, which I actually quite like. I do like the colors and I like using them on my lower lashes, which I need to do more because I need to finish these guys up. This is the M Cosmetics, what is this one called? M Cosmetics Pick Me Up Mascara. This one's okay. It doesn't do much for my brows personally. Then this one is from Ilia. This one's okay as well. The wand is just a little bit too chunky. This one is from Hourglass. It's just a sample that my friend gave me, the Caution Extreme, which I did enjoy. This one is from e.l.f. It's their Lash It Out Loud. I actually haven't used this, but you know what's weird about this one? The wand. I thought the wand would be, this would be the long end. I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's because the logo's on the bottom, I'm not sure. But anyway, and the last one is from Bare Minerals. It was a sample one. This is the Strength and Length Serum Infused Mascara. I haven't actually used this one yet, but I just keep it in here. Alright, so now that we have these 2 top drawers done, we have all of my lips. So I have 4 mini containers for my lips. So in here I keep all of my M Cosmetics lip cushions. I'm not going to swatch these because I have already done a full video swatching all 6 shades, but these are so good and I keep them handy. And then this one here is like my go-to lip colors. I mean, it does get mixed up a little bit here and there, but I would say these are like my go-to lip colors. Okay, so the first one I actually took out. This one is On a Roll from ColourPop. I'm gonna do an updated My Lips But Better lip colors, but I like this for gradient, and I also think this is a really nice like muted red, so That one is one that I really like. This is the M Cosmetics liquid lipstick. This one is a Magic Hour. I just love the Magic Hour line from M Cosmetics. It's one of my favorite lines. It's just so my style. Am I gonna swatch all my lip colors? I probably shouldn't. This one is from Alicia. This is Nice Step. It's the Dazzle tint. Also, I did a full dedicated video to these as well. We got this one from Jason Wu in the shade Eclair. Okay, maybe I'll just swatch everything for you. I'll swatch them poorly though. I'm gonna do poorly swatches. So pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna see I clearly have a type for my daily lip colors. This one is Air Kiss from Colourpop, the Luxe Velvet Liquid Lipstick. You guys know how much I love Air Kiss. Another Luxe Velvet Liquid Lipstick. This one is called Tried and True, literally my tried and true shade. So pretty. Then we have this one from Oden's Eye. It's the Velvet Lipstick. This is Light Peach. We love a good light peach. Such a nice color. And then right at the back here, we have the e.l.f. Seriously Satin Lipstick in Nectar. One shade that needed to be here was Pink Moon. I think I used it recently. So here we go. Pink Moon should be in this one. I love Pink Moon from Kaleidos. Such a pretty color, so I'm gonna put that back there. And then in this drawer I have more reds, or like my second go-to colors, if you know what I mean. So this one's also from Kaleidos. It's in the shade Bear. It's a nice mauve color, but it's just not like my absolute favorite, but I still love it. And then I have another lip tint from the Alicia line, number 1, Blink. Got the Alicia Hug Velvet tint. Also really love. Oh my gosh, guys, you can see I clearly have a style. This one might be a little bit different, but still warm tone. This one is Faded Clementine. It's the M Cosmetics liquid lipstick, my favorite orange to wear. Got this one. This one is Pudding from Colourpop, the Luxe Velvet. So I said that I would use this one after I finish Air Kiss because that color is just so pretty. So I thought I would use that one next. And then I have the... Oh, I have more of these. This one as well, Oden's Eye, Sweet Peach, is supposed to be in here. Okay, Sweet Peach. Why did I move that? So that's Sweet Peach. I also love Apricot Girl, but I'm gonna do a product shot on that, so it's not in here right now. And then this one is Red Apple. It's also a really nice red. It's a little bit deeper, similar to why I like this one from Colourpop. How it's like quite a muted red. And then lastly in here are just some other favorites that I do like, just in their own separate categories. This is from the Animal Crossing Peach Surprise. I thought once I finished Rise and Shine I could move on to this one, since the mini as well, I think I could finish that up. One of my favorite liquid lipsticks that's a red is this one from Stila in Beso. It's such a nice like vibrant red. Look at that. Another one from Stila in Stay All Day as well, the same formulation, just in a full size. This is Romanza. I'm actually wearing that on my lips right now in the intro that you saw. That is just a different color, you know what I mean? Like, look at that compared to everything. I like to wear this when I do a more like cooler tone look. Usually I don't like pairing cool tone eyes with warm lip colors. I don't think it goes well, so this is like my mauvey cool tone shade that I would use. This is a lippy stick from Colourpop in this shade Nice Things. I probably just thought this was a really pretty shade, so yep, and it is a pretty shade. So I just kept it in here to use more frequently. This is a really nice red from Kaleidos in the shade Dahlia. So I keep like more funky colors in this end drawer here, but look at that, super pretty. These glowy lip balms from the Hello Kitty, oh, love these. This one is in the shade, this one's in the shade Fun in the Sun. I love these glowy lip balms. I hope they bring them back. I have a lip pencil. This one's from M Cosmetics. I love her lip pencils. This is in the shade Teddy. It's a little too like deep for me, but sometimes I do want to line my lips, so I'll use Teddy. That is the top drawer, and look at my arm. Look at all these beautiful colors that I love. I clearly have a type. Alright, and finally onto the last drawer. This is probably the drawer that's not like as exciting, because in the top 2 containers back here, I keep my Project Pan products. So if you keep on the Project Pan, a lot of these products are probably not a surprise. And then in this little basket here, I like to take this out So when I'm doing an eye look, because I have this basket here. If you watch my declutter video, I have like this basket here of products that I want to try. So when I have time to like try new products and stuff, I'll put it in this little basket and put it on top of my table so it's like easy for me to access. But as I keep it in here, and this is just a little paper that I keep to like track my project pan stuff. So I usually keep this in here. So I'll go through this because I guess it's a little bit more interesting. So this, of course, I have my collab palette that is now sold out, so it's like gone forever. But I mean, if you're new here, this is my collab palette with Odin's Eye that I got to do. It's my pride and joy. I love it. I use this palette all the time. I love it. I don't think I'll ever stop using it. Like, I'm gonna pan this until I'm a grandma. And I keep the sleeve as well because it's just that sentimental to me. My favorite. I have the Natasha Denona Retro palette in here because I'm currently like filming a video on it. So I filmed look 1 and look 2. I just need to do look 3. But I'm currently taking a pause on it just because I got so many ColourPop packages in the mail all at once, so I'm trying to like get through those reviews. And because since this is like an old palette, I feel like I can review this whenever. I got this from Christmas from my subscriber. Her name is Fee, so thank you so much if you're watching. But I have been loving it. It has this shade name called Jude, which is my nickname, so I love that. So yeah, I have taken a pause on it just because I'm currently filming reviews on like more newer palettes, if that makes sense. So I just keep that 2 in here. Here are some products that I want to use a little bit more. So this is a quad from ColourPop. How pretty is this, guys? This is an all matte quad. So this is called Dare to Bear. It's like a cool tone quad. I don't know, something about this really draws me in. I haven't used it yet. I've only swatched it so far. Then I also got this little pressed glitter from ColourPop. This one is called Crystal Cave. I also have not used it, hence why it's in here, because I want a chance to use it. Got these little Dear Dahlia mini liquid lipsticks that I did do a full swatch video on if you'd like to check that out. But I'm thinking of adding this into my project pan because I think it would be very easy to finish these little guys up. So keep that in here because I want to use it. I have just like my lip scrub that I go to. The eye primer that I'm currently testing out is the one from ColourPop. A lot of you guys asked me about this. I wouldn't say it's my favorite because it's such an odd formula for an eyeshadow primer in my opinion. Maybe I'm just used to something a little bit more opaque, but this has like this feels like a face primer. It has like this silicone-y blurring kind of texture to it. It feels very odd on the eyes, but it's not my favorite, but since I have it, I'm just using it. I have an eye cream from the logo is gone. It's from 4th Ray Beauty. I don't even know what it's called, but it's their eye cream. And I just keep it in here. I don't have that much left. Whenever I just need a boost of hydration underneath my eyes, I keep it here. Most of my skincare now is in my bathroom, but I just keep that here. Here are my Project Pan lip colors. I mean, if you guys want an extra update, have not finished Rise and Shine yet. This one is the Luxe Lip Oil from ColourPop. And then everything back here is in my Project Pan. I don't really know if I want to go through that. Okay, this is not on my project pan. I just want to use this, so I'll keep that here. Also want to use this. I keep forgetting to use these new products that I want to try out. I got some samples as well from Urban Decay. So I keep them here just so I can remember. So these are all my project pan products. I'll leave my project pan video up in the cards if you guys are curious about the products, but it's nothing too crazy. Anything else? This one is not in my project pan. It's the Ace Beauty eye primer. So this was a primer that I was using before I got my ColourPop one. This one is definitely more like the P. Louise eyeshadow base. It's way more thicker. I actually prefer the Ace Beauty one over the ColourPop. I prefer an eye primer that's something a little bit more like this. So I keep that here just because this is the products that I use like on the daily. And then lastly, I just keep my Essence Keep It Perfect makeup fixing spray. I don't use this to set my face just because I hate the mist. It's so, let me show you. It's so, like, it's so intense and it's so like a bullet, like a water bullet. So I don't use it for that. I mainly use it for wetting my brushes if I'm gonna use a metallic shadow. So yeah, I just keep that in here. easy access, and that is the last drawer. Alright guys, so that was the tour. That was my top drawers for 2022. This is what I'm going into the new year with and what I have on hand. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, if you could, give the video a thumbs up for me. I'd appreciate it so much. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. I love you so much, and I'll go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye!